Hello everybody, Justin here with a pre-show announcement. I just want to give a content warning for this episode that there are depictions of self-harm and mutilation. We absolutely understand if you choose to skip this episode. We still love you and appreciate you. Otherwise, please enjoy episode 3 of Shuttercreek. Welcome to the No Fame Podcast.
We met our daring hunters. They had just returned from a night of light-hearted virtual escape roomery. After a restless night, the siblings experienced a shared dream of their friend Ethan, with glowing purple eyes looming from the corner of their respective bedrooms, expressing gratitude for his release. Our story continues with Hunter's sister Hannah receiving an encrypted message from her hacker friend Fennec 5, concerned for their own safety, following the suspicious death of shared hacker friend Ghost. The hunters traced Ghost to his residence in a warehouse district of GSC, only to find it overrun with Gathering Storm mercenaries. A confrontation ensued with our hunters engaging in a brief and violent gunfight. Amidst the chaos, Hannah recognized the voice of Fennec 5 being held captive in the back of a nearby mercenary vehicle. The hunters attempted to give chase, and Felix, the fire-slinging member of the team, destroyed the loft and several mercenaries on their escape. Unfortunately, Gathering Storm was able to escape with Fennec 5, and the hunters continued their investigation to Beer and Burgers, the establishment owned by friend Ethan. Upon arrival, the place was closed well after usual operating hours. Inside, the hunters discovered Ethan's lifeless body on the floor with a haunting video of his final moments on loop behind him.
More like Beer and Murders, am I right?
You're right.
New shirts.
You're right.
Beer and Murders.
You're right. The hunters step cautiously into the room, their senses on high alert. The darkness is overwhelming, broken only by flickering neon lights that cast eerie shadows across the walls. This is a strange feeling, as you've all been here countless times, and it still feels foreign. The air is thick with the stench of death, making it hard to breathe. As you approach the crumpled form of Ethan, you can feel a palpable sense of caution and dread enveloping you. His body lies twisted and broken, his head at an unnatural angle. As you stand longer in the ruined space, you take more notice of the video playing on a loop against the wall. The words written in blood on the screen drawing your attention. You watch as Ethan presses his finger into his own chest and forearm. His blood smeared across the screen as he writes out his final message. With the final word punctuated, he turns to the documenting security camera, and the smile on his face jars you. You can feel the weight of an unknown force bearing down. Ethan's smile continues to grow across his face, well beyond the limitations of normal human physiology, as his head suddenly snaps back with a sickening crack, his body falling limp as the video rolls on to play on loop. Unable to look away as the scene plays out over and over again, the message that Ethan left behind is dark and unreadable in current conditions. Welcome back, guys.
Let's get some fucking lights on then, I guess. Or
I'm
like,
going to say, let's get some fucking burgers.
The grill's still on, guys.
I'm pretty hungry.
Oh.
We shine some lights or turn some lights on or something.
No,
Yeah,
let's just
sure.
go home.
Yeah, that'd be rough if he left the message and, we can't read his last message, even if there is lights.
That would
Poor
suck.
guy.
So when you turn the lights on, the room illuminates. This is pretty much a basement in a townhouse type situation. So it's like drop ceilings, and they're like fluorescent lights that are just painted black, and they're just shut off so that it's kind of this black light situation going on. So when you turn the lights on, everything just illuminates, and yeah, you can see Ethan dead on the ground. And on the screen in front of you with the lights on, even though the video is still playing on loop, you can kind of make it out now. And it is a little riddle written in blood. It's a long riddle using a lot of blood. So even if his neck didn't break, he probably would have died from blood loss. So there's that.
Oh, could have picked a better medium.
The final message reads, I'm where the guardians watch and ward, where secrets hide behind the card. A fortress strong, a bastion true, where foes and fears must not break through. In metal walls my heart doth beat, the rhythm of the safest keep. Come seek me out and you shall find the answer to the fearsome bind.
That is their ad, the Beard Burgers ad.
This is just their slogan.
Yeah. So funny.
And when you finish reading the slogan, the riddle is underneath.
Does the blood thin out near the end? Because he was running out, obviously.
Yeah.
The strokes get smaller and smaller.
The blood's just coming from his fingers. He's like scratching into the screen.
And that's written in quite a lot of blood, you said, right?
Yeah.
Great. Does anyone know, why would Ethan, I mean, is this a normal thing that people do? Are there cults that do this kind of shit? I should know this. I'm the person that's into cryptids and stuff.
You're the
I
cult
would
guy.
think that most people should realize that this is not a normal thing that people do.
Yeah, it's fair.
Hey, Felix, this feels like it's up your alley.
I mean, you're not wrong.
And offended.
Hey, you're into that creepy shit, right?
This sounds like, just looking at this, isn't there, okay, the word guardian's in there. That sounds like Guardian Sect, right? And don't they own Dreamforge, or they like handle security for the Heads Up stuff?
Yeah, heads up. Yeah, you know that Guardian Sec is owned by the company who makes Heads Up.
Yeah.
Heads up.
And they are the ones in charge of the, like, security of the Heads Up units.
And 9 host Ghost Avery Wilson worked for Gathering Storm.
He did contract work for Dreamforge.
That's it. Mystery solved, right, guys?
We're good to go.
We're good.
I'm curious if the cameras captured him obviously doing his weird shit, but would we be able to find any footage of like prior? Could we see if he was under the influence of someone who came directly here? Like, did he meet with anyone weird? Did any weird like occult things happen in the shop before this? Can I find the CCTV and scrub back through the day?
Yes, you absolutely can. Can you do me a favor? I'm going to go ahead and say you can find the back room where the CCTV stuff is, no problem. But what I am going to get you to roll for is extracting the information from it.
Okay.
Could I help?
If you want to do it quickly. I'll get you to act under pressure if you want to do it quickly. But if you want to take the time, I'll just let you get it.
Before you answer if you want to do it quickly or not,
Yeah.
would we know if there's like, this is, 50 years in the future or whatever, is there like any kind of like automated responses by the police to incidents and things like this? Like I'm picturing like gunshots go off and like the police get a notification that like this sound occurred in this area because of CCTV
In
cameras
2023,
and stuff.
there are functions on your watch that if your heart rate spikes or drops suddenly, it automatically calls the cops or the ambulance or whatever. That definitely is something that happens here, and yet no responders have shown up. You know that is a function of Heads Up units, that if
Heads up.
something... Heads up, I'm dying.
I'm young.
So yeah,
Heads up.
under normal circumstances, that is something that happens, and it has not happened here.
Okay.
And we picked our way in here, right?
We would be aware of the fact that if something like this happened, that the authorities should have been made aware already.
Like in the instance where you guys were fighting just an hour or so ago, and your heart rates were through the roof, you likely would have got prompts saying, "Are you okay? Do you need emergency services?" And you guys would have been able to be like, "No, let's not get the cops involved," and swiped it away or whatever. Right?
Val would be like, yes.
Val would be like, "Yes, please."
Yeah.
Felix has those totally disconnected. They do
Yeah.
not function for him.
Heads up, heart rate down.
All right, I have a thing after Sinead.
So yeah, if you want to get the CCTV footage of the circumstance leading up to what you were watching, again, if you are cool giving it a couple of minutes, take your time.
Yeah, I
plugging
think
through
I
it.
am.
Okay. Then you can go all the way back as far as last night when you guys were in the room.
Okay. Then I'll be doing that while whatever else happens.
Okay. Did you want to do anything else, other hunters, before we move on?
So he's got like a heads up unit in his body and shit, right?
Yep.
Is that something you'd be able to physically remove from somebody?
So certain people, it's kind of like tattoos now. Some people get them as expressions of art. Some people get them a little more concealed. They're meaningful to me for this reason, so I have it, on my shoulder blade, so it's not visible to everybody. Ethan is very much one of those people that's just like fully embracing it and like, yeah, this is a part of me. So like he has like his implant is directly right on the side of his head, and he has like this tattoo that kind of like has this like circuitry kind of like going around the side of his head. So yeah, you know exactly where his heads up unit is. It's like a cranial one. It's like right here.
I either want to try to take it out or like hack into it to get like see what the most recent recordings on it are.
It's subdermal on him, like it's just underneath that couple layers of skin. So you can absolutely give a little cut and pull it out if you wish.
Let me see what kind of items I have on me. Oh, I have a little handy dandy dagger.
Yeah, you do.
I'm gonna fucking cut that out of him. He doesn't need it anymore.
I mean, do we want to mess with the evidence before?
Yes. That is specifically what I'm doing.
All right, you know what? Live your best life, man. I don't even know what to do with you anymore.
Thanks, Raph.
You're just a monster.
As you reach down and cut into the side of just underneath that little square section where the heads up piece is implanted, you make that first little incision, and purple smoke starts to pour out of the side of his head, and just basically like steam letting out, or like it's like depressurizing.
I
and then
jump back away from him.
Yep, you jump back, and the smoke doesn't do it; it dissipates, and underneath you can kind of see this very faint purplish hue glowing on a unit that you have seen a lot of times before, and it just has a basic like red and green indicator.
Purple is new.
Purple's a different color.
Purple
It has a single indicator light. The red means, yeah, you got to fix something in this. Green means we're good to go.
Purple means
danger is afoot.
Aha, you've given away information.
I look at his feet.
He has a tattoo of danger on the bottom of his foot.
Danger's on my foot. Hannah, as you begin to watch the video from the moment you guys left the building, the last thing he said was,
Yeah, that's weird. That's not how that game is supposed to end.
and he says, I'll
Take a look at it.
So you see him, he sits down in one of the chairs, puts the headset on, and you see him go into the game for 3 or 4 minutes. And he leaves, takes the headset off less than 5 minutes later, and immediately pulls a knife out of his pocket and starts slashing his arm and walking up to the screen and writing this message on the wall. So he was dead before you guys were in bed.
Well, fuck. Okay. I go back to the others and tell them that. Guys, that game that went wrong last night, Ethan went back in just for like a few minutes after we left and then immediately did this to himself. This isn't fresh.
So if you remember back to the episode where you guys were in the game and that creature kind of like came out of the smoke, that the kind of behavior, mannerisms of the smoke that were escaping out of him were very similar. They were just like, it was like a fog machine type settling of that purple smoke that came out of his head.
So do we want to go in and see if maybe we can figure it out from inside of the game?
I do not want to go into a game that made Ethan slit his wrists and snap his own neck freakishly. No, I'm good.
I'm just a little...
He was cutting his chest and stuff too. Like he was just doing whatever he could to let as much blood as he could get out to write the message. So much better.
Yeah, that's better.
Thanks for the clarification, boss.
I just mean I'm a little annoyed that we didn't finish it and Ethan gave us a hard time because we messed up or whatever.
Right?
I mean, we finished it. It ended horribly and weirdly and like wrong in a manner that apparently was incredibly suspicious.
Yeah, but how was it supposed to end?
Yeah, that's what I mean. We need to unlock all the endings.
Oh, this completionist streak is just not... It's not my game.
Not a good color
I just want to
you.
like do the main quest line.
Well, okay. Are we...
Guys, I found the VR headsets.
Found the VR headsets. Does anyone want fries while we're here?
In the while you were in the back room, Hannah, you also saw the stacks of different games that were on the go that he has active right now. You do notice that the majority of the games on the shelves that are being run are Dreamforge games.
Okay. Was the one that we played a Dreamforge game? Yes, right?
Yes.
Okay.
How the fries coming along there, Val?
The fryer was turned off, so we got like 15 minutes.
Yeah, before.
Are you changing the oil?
No, I'm just using what was in there.
Was he bleeding everywhere? What color is that oil?
Dark brown.
We just put the ketchup in first. Don't worry about it.
There's a couple of fries floating in it still. So it's a good sign.
Is there any blood near the fryer?
No.
Okay,
hey, we're good.
Yeah, we're good.
We're good.
I guess we just own this place now.
Oh,
I was thinking the same thing. But
Okay.
I don't know how inheritance laws work.
because
Raph, could you get it around to cleaning up that dead body out in front? Val, get those fries back
wait,
on
hold
the go
on.
there.
When did you become the boss of everyone?
Just now, I think.
I think we need a vote.
The business is not a
CEO.
democracy. You cannot dibs CEO.
I dibsed it. No, I dibsed it. You
Heads
didn't
up.
dibs anything.
I'm going to dibs IT support. I'll be in the back.
See, dibsing works.
Shit, I'm gonna end up with janitor again. Happens every
All right.
time.
I dibs majority shareholder.
Fuck. That's better than
Yes, we've
CEO.
completed all the essential parts of a company.
We're gonna run this business so well.
Okay, well, while we're waiting for the fries to cook, what's our game plan here? Do we want to...
I'm sorry, I'm just fully picturing Val wearing a little fucking paper hat.
He's got an apron on top of his
Trying to be
overcoat.
super fucking serious. He walks out. He got his paper hat on. And he's tying the apron around the back.
Yeah.
I fully,
All right,
because
guys.
I'm in the kitchen. I've got my gloves on that they, I probably need gloves. Yeah, I've got a hairnet on also. It's important. A beard net too, I guess. I don't know.
Listen, Raph, you're the CEO, okay? You don't actually do anything. You just like sit back and relax. Okay, I'm a majority shareholder. I'm out here actually making
what are you? You're like the
business-related
silent partner.
No, we make decisions that
The
affect
majority
the business.
CEO, the majority shareholder. You just sit there
Yeah.
and wait for votes to roll along.
The fuck I do? I'm very involved in this business.
This business is tearing our family apart.
I think the fry cook has a point.
Yeah.
I forgot to... I don't know if we did this at the end of last session. Did anybody have enough failures to level up?
I did.
Two
Yes.
people did.
And did you guys already level up?
Yeah.
I think so.
All you do is you like just change a stat,
yes.
right?
Yeah, I went with the +1 weird.
Yeah,
So
I took +1 tough, so I'm at 0 tough
all right,
now instead of
perfect.
-1.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm at max +3 weird.
All right.
My
I just
mind
have
one.
that
Cool.
updated on my tracking sheet.
I have one more failure, and then I get to level up.
I've got a few, I think, before
I think we leveled up mid-episode.
Yeah, two of you leveled
Yeah.
up mid-episode. I need 3 experience before I level up.
You should fail more.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I fail enough just without rolling.
Yeah.
My character's built on these out of roll failures. Should we hold on. The fries are almost done. Should we
Get the burgers on the go.
Oh, I gotta go. I'll look in the freezer.
And could you also go out and turn on the open sign? Unlock the door.
Are we gonna clean up the dead body?
No, I think that's part of the decor now. Like we just have like a horror game going on.
Oh,
All right,
yeah.
IT support. Could you check out the VR headsets and make sure they're working? Just,
Absolutely
run
not,
a few
no.
games.
Yeah. If you wouldn't mind
No
just
chance.
jumping into one, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, I think our options really kind of are either investigate these companies, figure out what's going on, or go into VR.
Actually, that's a good call. Okay, this guy is running mostly Dreamforge games, and that's through his business. So could we look into his office and see if there's like anything we can glean from the like actual official interactions with Dreamforge? Like, can we get any information from his correspondences or his bills, or like
You can go into the back room into where it's his office effectively.
yeah.
And yeah, he has a whole computer set up. You
So I
are
guess-
able to
Yeah, basically I
hack in
don't know
if
if
you
I
wanted.
said that super well, but if there's like any weird stuff, like atypical things for a company to be doing, like maybe he got all these games for free and they're just trying to get them out there, or like something like that.
Give me a read a bad situation.
What is that one again? Sorry.
Sharp.
Sharp? Okay. Oof. 5.
Fail.
Ba-ba-da-da-da. Experience.
Mock
Yes.
experience.
Guess we gotta go into the game now.
You are able to you can still hack your way as a hacker into his computer if you wanted to kind of like putt around in there at all.
I just don't know how to run a business.
Wait, oh no, even if I help, it wouldn't give you enough to be a success, would it? Because you got a 5?
Yeah, you need a 7.
Yeah. Yeah, it only gives a +1. Never mind. Oh, you can use your luck if you wanted to reroll.
Oh. Luck renews at the end of a mystery, right?
Yeah,
Not the end of an episode?
No, it's like
Okay.
you have X number
Yeah.
of luck the entire time we're playing.
Yeah, okay. No, I don't care that much.
Yeah, decrease a it treats it as if you rolled a 12 if you wanted to use luck. And when you run out, bad things happen.
Yeah.
Okay, no luck in the office. Fries are done.
Ding, fries out done. Ding, fries out done.
Yeah.
Wow. Holy fuck.
Core memory. unlocked.
Deep cut.
Well, what do we want to do?
How many harm do people have right now?
2.
0.
0.
I have 0. Ignoring that horrifying question, I would like to potentially do a big magic on the dead body, because I want to do more than one effect of use magic.
Sure.
So I want to do one thing that is beyond human limitations,
Wonderful.
which is I want to observe without actually connecting in any like digital or physical sense the contents of his heads up unit, and at the same time I want to like going by the effect of bar a place or portal to a specific person or type of creature, I want to close off my mind entirely and like physical body to whatever is inside of it to prevent myself from getting fucked up by whatever could be in it potentially.
Okay.
I want to throw up a firewall.
Yeah. A magic firewall. That's pretty much where my head was at. So yeah, roll.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna whip out my big ass book and
I pull out my lightning cord and be like, "Do you need this? Will this help?"
yeah, thanks.
So this is going to take a bit of time if you want to do big magic.
Okay.
So what I will say is you can remove his heads up unit and you can start doing some kind of experimenting with it before you're able to know how to appropriately shield yourself from it.
Okay. I want to say that my main concern is keeping myself protected from it, and that finding out what's on it is the second biggest concern.
Okay.
So do I roll things?
Yes. I'm still going to need you to use magic. I just am going to add extra parameters to it actually working. So I'm going to add that it is going to, once you actually, it's going to take you at least a day of research to kind of get this figured out. And once you get it figured out, I'm going to say you need to be in a specific place for it to happen. And I will let you know the place depending on your role.
Okay.
Oh, we're going to need more fries, guys.
Can I throw something out there before you do it? Can I drag, oh my God. Patrick, what's your character's name?
Felix.
Felix. Can I drag Felix off for a second so that Raph and Val don't hear?
I've changed my mind. It's not going to need to be a specific place. It's going to have a specific side effect or danger.
Okay.
And that will be decided based on your role.
Val's got tunes blasting as he's cooking up burgers and fries. He's just dancing around and frying up stuff.
I just want to catch you before you say what you rolled, just in case this is helpful. Remember, I've got that imp that I can summon. So is it worth thinking that would it be easier for you to see something through something else's eyes? Could we make the imp go through the VR?
That feels cruel and unusual.
Yeah, right.
Listen, just because he's a hellish being.
I think putting him into the VR is a good idea, but
I think it is too.
I myself want to look in his heads-up unit.
Okay.
I just want to go into the VR. That's all Val wants to do.
I rolled a club and a diamond, so +3, that's 11.
11. I do like that.
Woof.
It works imperfectly. So I'm going to say...
For those listening, club and a diamond is just the flavor of the dice that Patrick just rolled. It has nothing to do with the system.
Yeah.
So I was like, what the fuck did you just... I'm looking at the little screen of it. I was like, what?
Yeah, I changed all the dice things to things.
All right, so the imperfection that is going to be... Basically, these are kind of like glitches. And that's going to be the side effect or danger that I'm going to implement. Yeah, it's going to take you a full... you can do it this time tomorrow. And you're going to do another use magic roll at the time of casting. And if it fails, this is effectively going to act like reverse. It's going to kind of be like an EMP. So whatever is infecting this will spread in a radius and infect all heads-up units in that radius. And you know this, right now.
Cool.
So you can get everything you want, and you have the potential to cause whatever happened to Ethan to however many people are in a unspecified radius of where you are when you do it.
Hannah, can we disable the internal cameras in here so that people aren't watching us, from the outside, tapping into the security system, like the Guardian Sec or whoever is the overlords of this beer and burger store?
You know what, buddy? You're going to love this.
Oh?
I can do it digitally, but we should just go put tape over all the cameras.
That's also... Okay, yeah. I'll find some tape.
The more paranoid, the better, I think, in this case. I'll help Val with that.
Sick.
You must spawn more overlords.
I'm just trying to eat all the fries before Felix is done with whatever he's doing.
Does he have to stay in one place and do that, for a whole day?
Yeah, do I have to stay here for 24 hours? Oh, okay.
No, you've removed it.
Okay. So I've removed the unit. I just know that, Like, it's going to take me some time over the next day.
It is
to
currently a
appropriately
disconnected heads-up unit, and you can see that it almost looks like purple rust, kind of like around where like the circuitry is kind of like slightly piled. The unit itself is about like, 3/4 of an inch square, and you can see these like slightly purplish corroded circuit lines kind of running over the top of it. And they do kind of like almost pulsate in your hand, but it's not embedded on you, so you can't feel anything. You just, it's not right.
Cool. I'm going to go in the back and look for like a Ziploc bag just to put it in. That should help.
Now that Felix is done desecrating the body, Raph would go over and perform some last rites and take like game tokens and put them on the eyes to pay the boatman rather than actual coins.
Oh,
that's a classic.
And then put pickles on top of those. The duality of the game store owner.
Yeah, I think Valentine, I think you said it. We got kind of two options here. Do we want to go in VR or go check out Dreamforge?
Wait, can we load up
I have another option.
Okay.
Ooh, option 3.
Don't
touch his body.
That I'm well past that. I think that we should take the games or like the computer and the VR equipment that he was using and get the fuck out of here. Because even though like the police and ambulances haven't shown up yet, that doesn't mean they're not going to.
Well, we don't have a car.
Do we need to take all his equipment, or is there like a core like computer or something? Because most of it would just be like accessories.
As the IT specialist of this company, I believe you would be best equipped to answer that question. Per my last email.
He has a computer that it's this like this time frame's equivalent.
Okay.
Yeah. It's this equivalent of like a laptop. It's basically just this thing that you remove from a dock. You have docks at your home, at your work, at wherever. You basically put the dock in, and it has this projected keyboard if you are that inclined to type or whatever, and it kind of projects onto whatever.
Okay.
So yeah, you can, if you take that, you're taking his entire desktop setup. It's no bigger than like a box of Girl Guide cookies.
Are the games separate physical entities, or are they like assumed to already be existing within this computer?
Similar to like modern movie theaters, like there's a big box that comes and it has just like a hard drive of the movie, but it still comes with like effectively
the promo
material and all that stuff. So there is like a large kind of like built tough case that has the game on it.
Okay, so if I grabbed one of these cases, could I like, if I'm picturing like a Pelican case, can I like throw his computer and then all the games, just like the actual games in?
Yeah, like it's full of like foam core. Okay. Like you could just like pull it out and it's like,
So we've got a suitcase full of potentially contaminated VR shit.
Yes.
Okay.
I think we should take the one VR unit that like he was using too, just in case.
Like one round of accessories.
Yeah. And I'm going to put the Ziploc bag with his heads-up unit into this case as well.
Okay.
Good. All of the evidence in one spot.
No, there's plenty left in this building.
Which case are you taking? Because there is a main like VR unit that powers all of the VR systems in the building, separate from his own computer. So you would have to remove that game and put it back into the case. Are you taking specifically the 1950s Shuttercreek case?
I think we should take like just the bare essentials of the components that he was using, like whatever that entails. So like his computer or server and like the thing that powers up the VR units, and like the one like headset piece thing, and like I'm guessing like probably gloves or whatever that he was wearing when he was playing the game.
Well, should we take multiple headsets in case we want to access this from?
We could just use our own at home.
You guys have your own at home?
You do
you
too.
need to update your operating software.
Oh, is that
Yes.
is that how you use it? I was home alone one day and I was trying to get the VR to work to watch some shows and I couldn't figure it out.
I was wondering why there was an actual television in the house.
Yeah, I found that in the basement of the apartment complex. I don't think we were supposed to get in there, but someone left it unlocked one day and I just like wandered in. And then I have 18 adapters because you have to keep converting the signal from something else from like it took me a week to sort
Hannah
out.
is clutching her temples like she has a headache.
Yep. So are you guys? So yeah, what is it you're taking? You're taking one VR headset, specifically the one that he was using.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're taking
And,
the
like,
gloves that he was
peripherals for
using.
it.
You have to remove them from his body.
Done.
And then his personal computer,
Yep.
the sort of like, it seems like the console, or is that what you meant before that the
Oh,
game's
no,
going?
now this particular the VR unit is big. It's like a whole server tower.
Okay.
So you would go into that server tower and remove the Shuttercreek 55 game
Okay.
Okay, yeah.
if you wanted to take that.
Yeah.
You would need a truck in order to get the whole VR setup out.
Right. Okay. So we're taking his personal computer, the games, and the accessories.
After taking his gloves, I'm just looting his body. What does he got on him?
Yeah, sure.
I slap your hands. Just, okay. You've already cut his head open. What else do you need from this man?
His wallet wasn't in his... Well, his wallet might be in his heads-up unit.
His wallet's in his heads-up unit.
But, does he have a vehicle? I want to look as I put my hand in his pocket.
Where are we going to park
That's probably key
it?
to his headset too.
We get one parking space.
Oh, we could put his vehicle in it, and then we could actually drive our car around. And then when it came back, we could just swap them out so that we'd always have the parking spot, but we could also drive our car.
Yeah, and any parking tickets that this vehicle gets, we won't have to pay them.
Trying to keep the mileage down.
What do you mean keep the mileage down? The mileage is 0, Val. It's been sitting there for 3
30
years.
It's good for resale though.
You find in his pocket a classic gaming token from an arcade, 50 odd years ago, and you find a electronic key fob for a Ford Bronco,
Sick.
likely vintage, circa 2023.
I thought it was going to be Ford Bronco with a 0 because it's the future.
Leet. No. It has a fob, so you know that it's an older vehicle. A 30-year-old vehicle to you guys, basically the current equivalent of a Ford Bronco.
Val looks at his keychain with a fob for his car keys. Don't all vehicles have fobs? No?
Nope.
No, and Val, that's actually not a fob. That's just a keychain.
Please?
What is that horrible sound?
Clink, 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 clink. Post-production.
Cool. I'll put both of these items into my pockets. And is Raph watching me?
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a hawk after you try to loot him.
after you've been desecrating this body and went back to it, of course I am.
Fuck. All right, never mind. I won't try. I won't take the tokens off his eyes.
I give you the
You want me to take the tokens off his eyes? That's what you're
I'll
saying?
cut your fingers off. I swear to God, Felix.
Yeah, my name's Felix. Your name's Raph.
Yeah, I know, and you know what? I didn't mean to swear to the big guy upstairs. It's okay.
Big guy upstairs? This is a single-level building.
Yep.
Yeah. Is there someone on the roof?
I don't know. Maybe you should go check.
All right, you first.
No, I don't need you behind me.
When you guys entered this space, you forced your way in. Did you shut the doors behind you and lock them?
I think Hannah rolled that we could get in without being noticed and get out without being noticed.
Okay, perfect.
If memory serves.
I feel like that would include locking the door behind us.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember entering with a level of paranoia that would have had
rightfully
us
so.
locking
You did just get into a physical gunfight.
Yeah.
And there was an explosion of your friend's apartment and body.
Oh, can I look for medical supplies while we're in here? They've got to have like a med locker, right?
Yeah. It's just standard first aid kit, big red cross on it in the kitchen where you've been making fries for an hour.
And burgers.
Now it's a classic, like, you know, white aluminum or white tin kind of swing open cabinet looking thing, but it has like modern medicine stuff in it. You know, a lot of like adhesive sprays and stuff like that, antiseptics.
I'm gonna just take a bunch of stuff that might be handy for treating our wounds, thinking that we're gonna get shot at some more in the future, probably. All right. Just like filling my bag with stuff.
I'm going to say to effectively treat a gunshot wound, you have enough to heal one harm 3 times.
What if I give him my purse tampons?
That will that will render a gunshot wound moot. It does not.
Wow.
We just hacked the game, I think.
You guys solved my puzzle. As you are looting the body, which is a couple of rooms in from the main entrance of the space, and as
we're at Beers and Burgers.
You are at Beer and Burgers. Val, you are collecting up your medical supplies, and
I also invented here's our supper, I guess. These are the Mossman burgers. They're like burgers, and I shredded a bunch of
already.
lettuce to make it look like moss. It's got relish in there as well. Anything green I could find, I kind of put in there.
That's so creative, and yet still like kind of disturbing.
Oh god.
Well, if we're gonna make a business,
it doesn't sound bad.
We gotta have good name for our burgers, right?
Hannah, you are packing up all of the tech in the office, and the front door rattles, and then there is a buzz, kind of old school doorbell sound, kind of chimes.
I immediately grab and take the safety off the larger gun that Raph didn't take from me.
Son of a bitch.
Hannah, you are still in the office.
It's a shotgun.
It's a 38 revolver instead of a 22.
Okay.
Hannah, you're still in the office, so you have access to the security cameras, and
we put tape all over all of them.
Everything was taped up except for the one on the front door outside looking out. Because I'm assuming you did not unlock the door to go out and tape that one up.
No. Actually, yeah, you're right.
So you can still see the outside of the front door, and you can see a vehicle idling just down the way, because you guys came into an alley probably 10, 15 feet. So the vehicle is just kind of adjacent to the entrance, kind of blocking off that alley. And you can see 3 Gathering Storm agents at the door.
Okay, I grab whatever I have.
They don't have weapons out. They knocked and rang the doorbell.
Okay, I grab whatever I have and run out to get everybody together.
You can see one of them kind of just like looking in around, seeing if he can see through.
Definitely trying not to be seen then.
Valentine's just sweeping out front.
You can see the other 2 kind of looking down either way.
Wait,
of the alley.
Gathering Storm or Guardian Sec?
Gathering Storm.
Okay.
Do we think they're here for lunch? Do we have a lunch special?
Yeah, it's throwing hot oil in their faces. We need to get out of here.
I don't think we're going to keep customers like that.
We might keep a few select customers.
I feel like the majority shareholder would have a problem with that.
It's a waste of oil, I think.
Is there like a janitor closet handy to me?
Yep.
Hey, you're in my territory now.
There's one in around. There's a large closet that connects to the outside alley, it's not the outside alley, the hallway that kind of leads out to the smaller VR rooms where it would just be like 1 or 2 people kind of doing their thing, and then into the kitchen. So there's 2 entrances to the janitor room or the cleaning space where cleaning chemicals and everything is stored. It's fairly large. It's probably 10 feet by 6 feet.
I want to grab a bottle of bleach.
Sure.
And I want to see if there's any alcohol-based cleaning agents here that would be anything with a flammable sign on the front of it.
Most of them have that.
Okay, cool. I'll grab 3 of those.
Sure.
And very quickly is the like when you're looking into this place, like would they be able to see in from outside, or is it like, you know, is this? Do they have like the vape shop fucking stickers in the window?
Yeah, I was
type of
about to
deal?
say it's frosted glass, pretty much. So like, if all the lights inside are like completely on, they, you know, might be able to see like a figure move. But as of right now, the main entrance has not been lit up. It's just the room with Ethan's body and the kitchen and staff room, which are all out of eye line of the main entrance, so you can't see in through.
Cool.
Like they wouldn't see your movements.
I want to quickly run out and pour the bleach onto my dagger, trying to get as much blood off of it from when I was digging at this guy's head.
Sure.
And at the same time pouring it over his body and around his body, just trying to clean up any potential stuff that might be right next to him. And then I'm going to take the flammable stuff and fucking spread it everywhere.
Okay, sure. In the time that it takes to do that, Hannah, if you are still in the office, after about 30 seconds to a minute pass, another ring goes off. They don't see any movement, so you just see him usher one of the guys kind of like paying attention to the alleyway over, and you see him hold a handheld unit up to the lock that you were also able to bypass, and you know he's about to attempt to brute force the lock.
Do we know if there's a back entrance to this place?
There is.
Okay. I'm in the office away from them?
Yep.
I want to run.
You're almost dead center. Like the office, the kitchen, you know, that cleaning supply space is all kind of like central, and then all the smaller rooms are kind of like spread around it.
Okay.
So the main entrance would kind of come in slightly offset to the right, and then the rear exit is slightly offset to the left.
Okay.
From like if you just drew a line down through the middle of the space.
Okay. Have I got everything packed up?
Yes.
Okay.
Again, which games did you take? All the games, or did you just take SC55?
That was prioritizing Shuttercreek, but grabbing as many Dreamforge ones as possible.
Okay, and which case did you put them in? Because again, they're small things. You could fit.
Yeah.
The
idea
majority
would be
of
to
games.
grab like a Pelican case, rip the inside out, and just shove everything in it and lock it up, so that we had like a big, strong briefcase to carry everything in.
Okay.
That helps us tie into our new business personas.
That is true. You are businessmen and women now.
Are we okay? Are we
Proper businessmen.
Okay, there's people that are not here for lunch, so we're.
I want to go at the back door. I would be running with all the stuff. It was
So
the
you
idea.
leave
I
the
wanted
office.
to go meet
You
up.
leave the
with
office
them.
and head towards the back door. Where are the other three?
Well, if they are aware, like I don't want to bail on them.
It depends on what you told them.
So I found them and then went back to the office to see what was happening.
You were in the
You were
office.
in the
saw
back
on the
office.
security cam what these guys were doing.
Yeah. And then I had said that I wanted to go warn the others, but I wasn't sure if
Okay,
that
yeah, so
happened
you could have physically
before.
moved out and did that, or you could simply
Okay.
have pinged them with your heads up.
Oh, I'm living in a fantasy realm of medieval times instead of the
Heads up,
mobile
we've got company.
communications. Yeah, back door. And I start going to the back door because I have all the shit. Or I have what I think is the important shit.
So you guys get the notification that she's heading to the back door. You have about 10 seconds before they make it in.
So you make us aware that there's people about to come in, right?
Yeah. Yeah, I send like gathering storm at the door, get out, back door.
Okay. And the body is not near the front door, right? Like it's not like
It is not.
Like,
It's in one of the VR rooms, so they'll have to like
It's in
walk
one of the-
in for a bit, right?
Yeah, it's in one of like the party VR rooms for like, 5 to 8 people to play at once. Because again,
Cool.
for the fully immersive VR, like it's very Ready Player One, where they have like the full directional treadmill underneath, so that you're not like running into walls and stuff, and like you're fully locked in. So like these spaces need to be big. So you guys were in like the big room.
Val's gonna grab the food that he made in the little bags and run.
So he has enough for 3 gunshot wounds. He has the Moss Burger and a large bag of fries.
The Mossman burger. I didn't have time to come up with a Sam Squinch related burger, but here we go. And Val's going to also dip out the back. I was thinking, I was very tempted to go with what Felix was doing, but it just isn't. It isn't Val. I don't think Val chooses violence as the first thing that he does. I was thinking about cranking the gas in the galley or in the mess or in the kitchen. There we go. Ships. But Val wouldn't do that. He just grabs the burgers and gets the fuck out.
He prioritizes.
Yeah.
In order to protect the family, Raph does all those things and then drops some like cloths on the planchette where he was making the burgers and turns it up so the fire starts in there and it looks like an accident.
Very good.
Felix lights everything in the room around the body on fire as much as possible and runs back through the kitchen, sees Raph doing all that shit, thumbs up, and just keeps running.
Do not encourage it. This is terrible. I'm doing this for you.
I've never felt closer to you as a sibling.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
I love you, man. Let's go.
I think I have to be honest now. I said that I pulled my other gun out, but I remember specifically saying when we left the apartment that I only took my tiny gun. I'm very sad.
I toss you back the gun you had.
Roll.
I'm like, I hope you learned something.
Felix,
Yes.
how are you lighting this on fire? Are you using magic or are you just...
Yes. Use magic.
Roll for
I
magic.
toss him a pack of matches out of my what I need when I need it space.
As it's flying across the room, he doesn't catch it. He just kind of like points his finger guns and launches fire towards the match packet.
As this is happening in the scene, in the back, Val is turning the corner and leaving.
Yeah.
As the front
that's
door,
a 7.
as the front door creaks open. All right, yeah. Choose your effect and a glitch.
I'm just going. I'm not trying to specifically inflict harm with it. I'm just trying to light everything on fire. So I guess do one thing that's beyond human limitations. And glitches.
All right. Yeah. I'm just gonna say
immediate unwelcome attention.
Yeah. I was gonna say it has a short duration because it's almost negligible. But yeah, you shoot it and you finger gun this little fireball at the match packet, and all of these lit matches kind of explode out in all directions, catching multiple things on fire at the same time. But again, they're paper matches, so they fizzle out pretty quickly. But it does what it needs to do, as everything is flammable in the immediate space.
And if Raph turned up the gas in the kitchen...
Yes. So as Val kind of ducks around the corner at a view down the hallway, Raph and Felix are also beelining it as these agents make their way in the main entrance and around the corner going towards, it seems, the office. They immediately draw their weapons and tell you guys to stop where you are. And yeah, I'm going to need... One of them's going to shoot. I would like...
Hold on,
I want both of you, Raph and Felix, to act under pressure. That's going to...
Oh, God damn it.
That's gonna... All right, you know what? You can either act under pressure, or you can choose to protect someone if you so choose to decide whether or not you're trying to evade the bullet or protect the other from the bullet.
I'm going to act under pressure because I think if Felix gets shot, it might be deserved at this point.
Okay. So, yeah, you can both roll to act under pressure.
Yep.
I say this with confidence, as I know Felix is not going to protect someone.
I rolled a 3.
Okay.
4, but...
I got a... Fuck. Oh, no. I got a 7 minus 1.
Hey, we all have
A
luck.
happy face in the
So
dark.
we both fail?
You both fail. You
have-
both mark experience, which is fine.
Or you have luck.
What?
No,
we have-
I'll take the shot.
We have luck.
You
if
do
we
have luck. So each of you are... Raph, you're going to take the bullet, as you failed worse.
Oh.
And both of you are going to take an additional 1 harm, as the simultaneous lighting of all of these small fires and the muzzle flash from the gun basically envelops this space with this wildfire as the gas ignites and launches you through the door.
So how many harm?
So you both have taken... Raph has
2?
taken 2 harm, and Felix has taken 1.
Cool.
This is the second time I got shot today.
Do I have the keys to the truck?
Nope.
Okay.
That's me.
Felix has the Bronco.
I'm going to yell at... No, actually, I'm going to turn around seeing the building explode and be like, what the fuck was that?
You left the gas on!
You're standing right in front of the Bronco at this point. It's always parked out back.
I didn't leave the gas on. I turned everything off. We have an energy bill to worry about.
I even poured cold oil in there to chill out the fucking fryer.
No, I used water, actually.
I signed out. I thought we were coming back tomorrow.
Oh.
He actually fucking clocks in and clocks
I
out.
punched out. No, he goes back into the burning building. I forgot to punch out.
So, like, they effectively ignited the gas in there and definitely fucked themselves up, right?
It all happened at the same time, so, I mean, it would be hard to say whether or not it was you guys or them who ended up killing themselves.
Well, it's in the name. They killed themselves.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I'm going to shift blame on this one to them.
Should we go home?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, we're going to run over and jump in the driver's seat of the Bronco.
Hey, I'm the driver.
I dipsed it!
I have the keys.
I throw the stuff in the back and clamber in.
All right. So as the classic 2023 Bronco revs to life with its old fogged over LED headlights piercing through the smoke, we can end today's session.
Hey.
As you
It
guys
seems
pull
like
out of the rear
fleeing
alley.
burning. Wow. Okay, cool.
Hold on.
Fleeing
I think we all
burning
know what you're
buildings
trying to say,
seems to
but-
be the punctuation of all episodes. Thanks for tuning in to this episode of Shuttercreek, our Monster of the Week podcast. If you've enjoyed this and want to support us in creating more exciting adventures, please consider supporting us on Ko-fi or Patreon. And don't forget to follow our Twitch and YouTube stream. Subscribers can get early access to watch our live play sessions and behind-the-scenes content. All of this can be found on our website, nofame.ca. Thank you for playing, and always keep it a little weird.
It's very difficult. I won't lie.
Sorry, Rudy. In Metal Walls, my heart doth beat. Our double burger combo you must eat. Oh, fuck.